Hey friends, कैसे आप सभी लोग? वेलकम बैक टू अनदर वीडियो। तो फ्रेंड्स, स्वागत है सभी का स्टोरी रीडिंग सेगमेंट के एक और वीडियो में, जहां हम पढ़ने जा रहे हैं लेजेंडरी क्रिकेटर बैट्समैन ह्यूमन बीइंग सचिन तेंदुलकर के बारे में। So let's read about Sachin Tendulkar. Middle class children in congested Mumbai have never allowed the paucity of space to stifle their sporting instincts. Like their elders, they are adept at adjusting and adapting. Cricket has been their most preferred sport for decades. Over the years and decades, children have played either overarm or underarm, depending on availability of space. If stumps are not available, then stones, bricks, or footwear are used to create a pyramid to serve the purpose. Alternately, chalks and bricks have been utilized to sketch stumps on a wall. Like scores of youngsters before and after, Sachin developed his flair for cricket, imbibed the basics of technique and temperament in an unstructured setting. The year 1983 was a watershed year for Indian cricket and for all those who followed the sport. Kapil's Devils confounded their critics as well as supporters by qualifying for the semi-finals of the World Cup. Cricket lovers were ecstatic when DD decided to telecast the semi-final to be played against England, the host, the hosts at Manchester on 22nd June 1983. But television sets still a luxury in India. Those who owned them make arrangements in their respective drawing rooms to accommodate friends, relatives, and neighbors who didn't. The country erupted when India overhauled a target of 2003, 4 overs with 5 overs and 6 wickets in hand to ensure a summit crash against the West Indies at Lords. 3 days later, in the final, the unthinkable happened. India stunned the West Indies and the world to back the match and with it the title. Sachin, who had just turned 10, was among the thousands of star-struck Indian youngsters who celebrated the win. There was another celebration 6 months later when the nation came together again to salute a legend. Gavaskar had played his propensity to write record books since his debut in the West Indies in 1971. He was the only pan-Indian sporting hero for most of the 1970s until Kapil Dev Nikhant, another cricketer, arrived on the scene at the end of the decade. As opening batsman, Gavaskar was pitted against the premier purveyors of what was cricket's space age. India apart, every test-playing country of the time had at least 2 bowlers who were either proficient at bubbling the ball fast or making it swing, or maybe both. Gavaskar took them on and triumphed. The more formidable the opponent, the tougher it was to dislodge him. Like Vijay Merchant 4 decades previously, Gavaskar cut down on aggression and risk-taking when he figured out that he needed to spend as much time in the middle as possible for his team to make an impression. He did his best during his stints as captain, mindful that the Indian bowling at the time was probably the weakest in the world. He had no option but to nullify every possibility of defeat before thinking of victory. So we will read till here only for this video. अगर आपको वीडियो अच्छी लगे तो वीडियो को लाइक करें, शेयर करें, मेरे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करना ना भूलिएगा। अगर आप चाहते हैं कि मैं नए वीडियोस बनाते रहूं और नए बुक्स पढ़ते रहूं, इस वीडियो में मैं हिंट करता हूं 20 लाइक्स का, जल्दी से लाइक का बटन दबा दीजिए। तो इस वीडियो में इतना ही, मिलते हैं अगले वीडियो में, तब तक के लिए stay home, stay safe and goodbye. See you soon. जय हिंद।